I don't know why start's doing that. I wonder if I did not set start. Let's see. Start. I don't think I set start. Start and select. Maybe I did. Maybe the game wants me to push another button besides start there. Let's see. More accustomed to playing this with two hands, so it's a little different here. No, it's responding to start, so I think I did set start here. Let's just start the game. I don't need to change options right now. So the X button here corresponding to B. And it didn't work. I pushed start that time, it did work. Alright. Pick a turtle. I'm holding the camera with one hand, so it's very awkward to play a game like this, but this is just for demonstration purposes, not to. And you see here how it works just fine. This game only uses two buttons. I'm doing the super move by depressing the two, jump and kick at the same time. Perhaps this isn't a great game to showcase the controller because it only uses two buttons. Let's go to a game that will use all 6 buttons. Of course, famous games. A game in the Street Fighter 2 series, Super Street Fighter 2. So, get past the intro screen, press start, the super battle, and I'll pick view. As I noted before, this does nothing. There's the heavy punch, or the strongest punch right here at R1. If you remember, that's how that was in the Super Nintendo game. Very annoying placement of that. Very powerful move. Here's the weak punch, and here's the medium punch. Here's the strong kick. I think it's called fierce kick in Street Fighter 2. Anyhow, here's the medium, and here's the weak. So all these 6 buttons do work. You can pause the game as well by pressing start and resume. So it works very nicely. And this here, actually, there's one other note to make. Sadly, I don't have a DDR, Dance Dance Revolution pad anymore, because when I played the game, I broke it from overuse. However, this device, let me lower this volume. This device does work with a DDR pad, and some of these adapters, these PlayStation to USB adapters, do not work, and I'll tell you why. Because a lot of them, when using a DDR pad, it uses a D-pad like such and simply maps the up, down, left, right buttons on the from the dance mat to something like a standard D-pad on a controller. On a standard D-pad on a controller, it is impossible to push left and right at the same time, and so a lot of these controllers, or a lot of these adapters, will not recognize that. In fact, this adapter will not recognize that in its standard setting. There's a way to set it to a dance pad setting, I believe by holding start and select for about 3 seconds and letting go. And after doing that, you can actually successfully press, or depress I should say, up and down at the same time, up and down simultaneously, and left and right simultaneously. So you can do those jumps in DDR that require such. Like I said, a lot of these devices do not, these kind of devices do not let you do that with a dance pad, so they are dance pad incompatible for all jumps that require left and right simultaneous and up and down simultaneous depression, which all the DDR games do require that. So you won't be able to play or be able to hit those notes in DDR with a if you have a USB or a PlayStation USB device that does not allow you to depress up and down simultaneously or left and right simultaneously. This device, like I said, does allow that. I did own a DDR pad at one time. Had I still had one, I would demonstrate it to you, but sadly I don't have them anymore because I broke them from overuse. So I'm not able to demonstrate that on this video. You'll have to take my word for it that it does work with this device. And before I actually, this is going to conclude this segment in the video regarding the Sony or the PlayStation, this particular PlayStation 1 or PlayStation 1 and 2 to USB device for the PC. You see this adapter works very well. It works great for emulation and allows a great deal of PlayStation controls to work without problems. Sadly, I can't show you the DDR pad. I'm also very interested to know if the, I forget the name of that stick, but it's a stick with two it's a dual stick, two large flight yokes side by side. I'd love to know if that works with this device as well, or a similar device. Now this device too, before I get off this video, one final note is these USB devices that I have in my collection, I'll be showing you on these series of videos, are all purchasable online. These are not made by Sony or any other well-known renowned manufacturer. I think they're made by Chinese or Taiwanese companies. And the ones I own seem to be very good. They've lasted me for quite a while. I've owned this probably for in excess of 5 years and have no problem with it whatsoever. I did at one time bought one for a friend and gave it to them, and I think they broke it somehow. They broke one of the ports and the other port worked. I don't know if they were rough with it. I think they were, but I'm not sure. I don't know why it broke, but mine I've had no problem with. Another friend has this same model and he has had no problem with it, so it seems very durable. And like I said, my friend's one actually, one of the ports broke, but the other one continued to function. I think they lost it or something. I'm not sure what happened to it, but I haven't seen it in their house in some years, so I'm not sure where it went. But this particular device does work well. I think it's made by Mayflash as well. I think that's the company who made it, but again, I'm just not certain at this point. If somebody knows, please leave a comment about this device, or perhaps I will once I find it. I think I do have the box for this device somewhere as well still, but I'm not sure where it is at the moment. Or the packaging, I should say, is how much of a box. Now this concludes this video on this particular device.